Today is the plea deadline date. So is he accepting the offer or he wants a jury trial?
They made him an offer he could not help but refuse.
Okay. All right,
Days,
Ms. Ferguson.
Judge,
Oh, unless there's a,
this will not be a 2-day trial. I thought he was gonna say maybe 2 weeks,
oh, this is not going to be a 2-week trial.
Judge.
Why is there a continuance request?
Why they're continuing to press? Several reasons, Judge. I'm not ready to try.
All right, motion for continuance is denied.
And when he's walking away, this man right here pulls out his gun, cocks it, and runs after him, shooting 16 times in the middle of the day, in the middle of these streets of San Antonio.
You're like, I'm talking to you, but I'm still doing like this. You know I'm armed. You're gonna still be alarmed knowing I have a gun.
A jury found Joseph Harris guilty for shooting and killing Isaiah Orozco at a downtown bus stop hours ago.
On February 28, 2022, my life was shattered.
Connie Esparza was full of mixed emotions Tuesday: relief, anger, happiness.
I'm, still sad because my son is not here. I'm very hurt, but I thank God that justice was served.
Her son, Isaiah Orozco, was 21 years old when prosecutors say he was shot more than a dozen times by Joseph Harris at a bus stop off St. Mary's Street last February. Investigators say the two were having an argument and both pulled out a gun. When Orozco walked away, Harris shot him in the back and in the head. The entire incident was captured by a Via Bus surveillance camera. Harris was indicted for the murder in April of 2022.
Isaiah was cut down by a coward.
Who's the state on Joseph Harris? Is that?
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge, that's Mr. Garahan on the front.
All right. And Mr. Cox, you're on the wrong side. You're on the wrong side.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you.
Sure.
Actually, Judge, I feel on the right side.
All right, so what's happening with this case?
Your Honor, I just talked to Mr. Cox and we have made an offer today. Other than that, that's where we're at.
All right, has all the discovery been tendered?
Yeah, I believe so, Your Honor.
I believe so, Judge.
An offer was made today, correct?
That's right.
correct, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 2-week reset for plea deadline date on Mr. Harris. All right, we're going to come back on April 3rd. That will be your plea deadline date. On that date, you need to let the court know whether or not you're accepting the state's offer. After April 3rd, the court will not consider any plea bargaining agreements without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court. You understand? All right. And thank you for dressing so appropriately. You even have the pocket square in. I don't know, the defense and state, you guys are falling down. Where's your pocket square?
Lost mine.
All right.
So you
Thank
said
you.
4 weeks, Judge?
April 3rd.
2 weeks or 4 weeks?
Oh, April 3rd. Yeah. My mom's birth month, so it'll be April 3rd. Yeah. Andy Maldonado Rivera. Please come forward. Mr. Cox is your,
For record, he dressed appropriately, Judge.
oh, he
And
is.
congratulations.
We came, we saw, we conquered. Oh, it was.
But anyway, sorry.
April 3rd. Today is the plea deadline date. So is he accepting the offer or he wants a jury trial?
They made him an offer he could not help but refuse.
Okay. State, how long do you expect this trial to last?
Depends on, well, guilt innocence, Judge, I imagine two days.
All right,
Days,
Ms. Ferguson.
Judge,
Oh, unless there's a,
this will not be a 2-day trial. I thought he was gonna say maybe 2 weeks,
oh, this is not going to be a 2-week trial.
Judge. This will probably be a 2-week trial.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson. All right, well, state, are there any videos?
Lot
There's
of,
a short video, yeah.
All right, any videos that are 13 hours total?
but there's at least 100 different videos I mean, not of exactly the incident, but there's a lot of videos. The case will last at least, I think, perhaps 2 weeks. Judge. I'm telling you.
No. All right,
Okay.
Ms. Ferguson, we're going to see what happens. I'm predicting this trial will be completed in 4 days. We will see where it goes. If you don't have any videos that are at least in totality 13 hours, that's where I'm gonna put it at. It's criminal trial division.
Okay.
So Harris, what is this?
Morning, Judge. I wasn't sure whether what I wanted to approach
Mhm.
on my motion for continuance. So I don't know whether the court wants to do it this afternoon, or want to do it
Oh,
now.
no. So why is there a continuance request?
Why the continuance request? Several reasons, Judge. I'm not ready to try the case. I don't know if the court recalled a week ago, it was Johnson Yost. And I was under the impression I was going to try that case. So a lot of my time was devoted towards that case. Look at it, Judge, there's even when we finally agreed to plead that case, there were 2 notebooks of discovery on the plea, plus other items. I got bogged down in that case, and there were some loose ends that I needed to resolve on. This case, Jonathan Yost's case, probably would have taken about at least 2 to 3 weeks to try from start to finish. In addition, Judge, in this case, I feel that there is an issue with discovery.
All right, okay, just give me a moment on this and I'll take this up in a moment.
What we're here for, Judge, is to select a jury trial date.
Okay,
We conferred, and I don't know what the court schedule is like.
we're open tomorrow. I mean, I could have a jury come up today, since everybody's dressed appropriately for court.
And for you Tuesday for hamburger today. I understand that, Judge. But I think that probably we talked about September 12th. There may be a void, not a void, but a void in the court's calendar on that time. So that may be a possible date.
Okay.
I think it's, can you say September 12th? Yes. Okay.
All right, so y'all want September 12th?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. For this murder trial, if you can put it on September 12th. All right, there's a motion for continuance. Oh, if you could step back a little bit, Ms. Cop, that's okay. No, you're, yeah. All right, court is calling 2022 CR 3745, State of Texas versus Joseph Harris. If I can have parties announced for the record for the state. Defense. All right, Mr. Cox, you filed a motion for continuance.
That's great.
All right, state, do you have any objections to the motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense.
Well, in terms of our motion, I've already served the prosecution with it. There's one witness that's out of town. She's in Michigan. Sorry. I feel she's a mature witness to me, Judge. She's not available. Also, there's a Ruben Vasquez, Macara. He's another witness, our witness, mature witness to the event. And I just having problems trying to locate him, to serve him. He's a witness that was just several feet away from the incident. I think it's a mature witness that we need to have to go to trial in this case. In addition to that, Judge, there's records that I subpoenaed from the Center for Healthcare Services. And those records has not been made available to me yet. They're working on it. They don't have it yet. And I'm looking for those. I'm gonna need those before I go to trial. And also, there were some type of medical records that's a part of discovery that the state gave me in discovery. But when I tried to open it, I didn't have it said I needed some type of passcode. And I was given that passcode this afternoon. So I would have to look at those records too.
All right, with regards to Ms. Glover, who appears to be in Michigan State, are you going to have any objections to her appearing by Zoom?
No.
All right. With regards to medical records, the court notes on the docket sheet that the medical records have been provided or out there since December 19, 2022.
And to address that, Your Honor, the Mr. Cox came to me today and asked me about the password today, and I supplied it to him about 5 minutes later. Due to HIPAA restrictions, that's why it's passcode protected. And it's what it amounts to. It's the victim's hospital records when he was transported to the hospital where he was soon listed as deceased.
All right. And then Ruben Becerra.
Ruben Vicaria is an eyewitness to the case, Your Honor, and the state has diligently and through due diligence has tried to locate him. We are unable to locate him. I believe the defense counsel has also requested a subpoena on him. As of right now, the state would also like to talk to this individual, but he has not been found.
All right. And how long have people been searching for Mr. Ruben Becerra?
Since I started handling the case. So, I mean, before July, I can tell you that, Your Honor. I can't give you an exact date right now, but I can tell you that it has been, my investigator, Brian King, has been searching for him among other individuals that are missing, but we've found pretty much everybody else.
All right. And Mr. Cox, how long have you been looking for Mr. Becerra or your investigator?
It's been several months as I had to try to get him subpoenaed. Just been difficult. I just feel that at this point, this case, his information is very critical.
So what happens if he's never found?
Well,
does this case continue forever?
I'm gonna say forever, Judge, but my position is that if it's a situation between just trying to exhaust all efforts to get him, when we talk about the difference between someone being found not guilty of a case or guilty of a case.
So how long do we wait for him to be found?
Well, I just think, Judge, that at least if I can get I had maybe 30, 45 days, Judge.
But haven't you already had months?
Well, I've had months, Judge, but I just think that there's still a way. I'll just have to I have to go out and look for him myself, Judge.
Okay.
You know.
And then these records from healthcare services, is this alleged to be related to your client or related to someone else?
Related to the complainant.
Okay. All right. And what is this, mental health issues or something else?
I believe mental health issues, Judge, and that's an issue because without kind of really what my action trial strategy is that I think the state is on some type of notice in terms of there may be some issues. And I mentioned that to the state that it may be some issues. My problem is that trying to get the record, trying to target which agency may have them. And so I was able to contact an agency. They appear to have some records on. So we're talking about a situation, Judge, not going to the facts of the case, that a person who may in fact have been mentally ill at the time of the incident with a handgun.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
All right. Motion for continuance is denied. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Who's here on Genevieve Lopez?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you what the state intends to prove up in the next few days or following days. One, on February 28th, 2022, at roughly 11:30 a.m. So in the morning, it's daylight. Actually a short walk from here, about 2 blocks away from here, by the International Building, by a Via bus stop, is where Joseph Harris shot 16 times at an individual, shooting him in the back numerous times. And then the last shot going directly to his head as he lay on the ground with his hand up. The fact is that what you're going to see, you're going to actually see him shoot Isaiah Orozco. You're going to see it. You're going to see the approach. You're going to see the after. You're going to see all that because there's actually a video of it. A Via bus happened to pull up at the right time at this bus stop, 5:13 to be exact. The bus. When the bus pulls up, Isaiah Orozco is standing there, facing the defendant, and he's standing there. You're going to see Orozco pull out a gun at one point as he's backing away out of his pocket. You're going to see the defendant approaching him, sees the gun, and then backs off. You're going to see Isaiah put the gun back in his pocket. You're going to see hand signals. You're going to see that Isaiah is saying he's leaving. And not only is he leaving, he turns around and walks away. And when he's walking away, this man right here pulls out his gun, cocks it, and runs after him, shooting 16 times in the middle of the day, in the middle of these streets of San Antonio, striking him in the back several times. Isaiah goes down, is on the ground, pausing the shots after the 15th shot. You're going to hear that. You know why? Because there's audio to that video. This man walks up, shoots him one more time directly through the head. He just calmly puts the gun back in his holster, turns around and walks back to the bus stop, gives a fist bump to his buddy that's at the bus stop. I'm going to tell you, Isaiah wasn't perfect that day. He did have a gun on him legally. He was 21 years old. He had a gun in his pocket. The defendant had a gun on him legally. But one person decided to be the bigger person that day and walk away, turn the other cheek. That cost him his life. That evidence will show that this man murdered, shot another man in the middle of on the side of the street in broad daylight, in front of witnesses, and in front of the best witness that you're going to see is a video that you can see, and you're going to be able to hear the shots. Thank you.
Actually remember how many times you fired your weapon?
Sir, everything happened so fast. I didn't know how many shots were fired. I didn't know if he was hit or where he was hit. Once I thought that he stopped moving, or he wasn't a threat anymore, that's when I stopped shooting.
Remember that?
Yes, sir. Upon the recollection, I remember when I returned to the bus stop, individual, which was not Jason, walked up to me and asked me, was I okay? Was I good? And he extended his fist to me. And I said, yes, I'm okay. And I pumped. It wasn't a high five. It was like, are you okay?
Okay.
During your interview to the detective, 2 different times you confirmed the detective asked you if Isaiah Orozco was facing you when you first shot. Each time you told him yes. You've seen the video.
Yes, sir.
That's a lie, isn't it?
No, sir.
Objection to the question in terms of why improper impeachment, if that's what they're trying to do, Judge.
All right, that'll be overruled. You can answer the question.
No, sir. My recollection of the event when I first gave my statement was fuzzy because it had just happened. And I wasn't able to collect my thoughts or anything as far as, you know.
So that's not accurate then, correct?
I wouldn't say it's inaccurate.
Would you like to see the video again? Because he was not facing you when you shot him. Is that accurate or not?
Object to the form of the question. The prosecutor can't testify. You can ask him a question, but he can't.
All right, that'll be overruled. You can answer the question.
As far as I remember, in my memory, he was turning and he was kind of to the side. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you. On fair to say at 11:24 and 20 seconds, y'all are facing each other. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How big are you, sir? How tall are you?
I believe to be 6 feet, sir.
6 feet. And how much do you weigh, sir?
About 255.
So it's pretty accurate what Detective Ray testified earlier. You're about 6 foot 260. Is that correct?
255, yes, sir.
I'm not trying to. Okay, we'll go with 255. The person, Isaiah Orozco, is substantially smaller than you. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, sir.
I mean, definitely not even close to 6 feet, and definitely not even close to 255. Is that fair to say?
Yes, sir.
So you're approaching him from the bus stop when you were sat right next to Jason Lexon, right?
No, sir. I wasn't approaching him. I was already at the bus stop.
You didn't get up from your seated position and advance towards Isaiah Orozco.
No, sir. I was not sitting down.
What are you doing right now? Are you saying you weren't sitting down?
Not before the incident. No, sir.
Here's Isaiah Orozco backing away from you. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And it's fair to say here that you were over by, at least you were over there standing. Well, from the video, the jury can decide for themselves, but you were seated next to Jason Lexon. You got up and you advanced on him. You were closer to him than Jason Lexon is. Is that correct from this video alone?
No, sir. That's not what happened.
Okay. This is the portion where Isaiah Orozco shows his weapon towards you. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
He doesn't pull up his shirt, does he?
He had to pull up the shirt to get to the weapon, sir.
I mean, is he pulling up his shirt right now?
No, he's actually holding the weapon at this point.
Right, in his right hand, correct?
Yes, sir.
That came from his right front pants pocket, right?
I don't know where it came from. I don't recall where it come from.
Your interview with Detective Ray, you stated numerous times that he pulled up your shirt and kept on showing it to you. And you stated you saw it at least 3 times before you shot him. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So are you talking about he put it away, brought it back out, put it away, brought it back out, put it away, brought it back out?
No, sir. I say he displayed it, then pulled. Yes, sir.
You said you saw it 3 times.
Yes, sir.
So is this considered one time?
No, that was the last time.
That was the last time. When was the first time?
Before when the first time when you saw me pick my hands up in the video.
On this video?
You paused the video right when I did it.
Okay, I'll rewind for you.
It was on the other angle showing it from the front. And you said I got up from the seat.
So this is the last time you're stating to the jury, this is the last time you saw the gun. Is that right?
As far as that, the angle of it, yes.
I'm saying before you shot him or shot at him 16 times, is this the last time you saw his weapon?
As far as from this angle, yes.
So from this angle, are you saying you saw from a different angle?
Well, I've seen the weapon today. As you said, the last time I seen the gun. I mean, you gotta be more specific.
Okay, sir. I'm asking, before you shot him 16 times, or shot at him 16 times, okay? The last time you saw it, the weapon, is this the last time you saw his weapon before you shot him 16 times?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
But I didn't shoot him 16 times.
You're correct. You shot at him 16 times, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. I mean, you're all still having a discussion there, aren't you?
I'm not saying anything.
You're not talking?
No, sir. Only thing I told him was, can we talk about this? That was it. It wasn't any argument or anything. He was still talking by himself.
Looks like you're talking in this video. You motion towards Jason
I wasn't-
and you motion back towards Isaiah Roscoe. So what were you saying?
I don't recall what I was saying, but I wasn't talking to Isaiah.
So you're looking at him.
Yeah, we were watching him because he was acting like he was gonna shoot us.
Is that when he was acting like he was gonna shoot you, is that when he put his gun back in his pocket and turned around and walked away and showed his back towards you?
Either way, he was still talking and he was still kept turning. Like
Kept turning?
Yes.
Please tell me when he kept on turning around before you shot him.
I didn't say he turned around. I said he kept turning.
What do you mean by turning then?
Like if I'm talking to you, but
You can stand up if you like.
I'm talking to you, but I'm still doing like this. You know I'm armed. You're gonna still be alarmed knowing I have a gun.
Thank you. So please tell me, when he keeps this turning motion that you just showed the jury, if you can tell me as soon as you see it.
So
Oh, is this the part that you're saying he's turning around again?
that was before that.
Oh, it was before that. Okay, so that part,
Yes, sir.
that's when he's turning?
I mean, you can't see it because of the angle, because this is only one angle.
Uh-huh.
But at this point, he's still talking and he's still, well, you know,
You can hear him, what he's saying?
yes, sir. Not clearly, but you know, you can hear him talking erratically.
Was he saying he's gonna shoot you?
He didn't say those exact words, but that's how I felt was based on his actions and his body language and the tone of his voice.
Are you talking about his actions, like putting the gun back in his pocket and turning his back towards you and walking away?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how he kept on.
Is this the part where you're thinking he's still turning around?
You can see the side of his head right there.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that's the turn of his head, not the turn of his body as you displayed to the jury just earlier.
Well, his head,
You can see his right hand, can't you?
not from my angle. The bus is over here. I'm over here.
Well, yeah, and plus you're busy getting your firearm out of your waistband, right?
No, I think the firearm came out when I was a little bit further up.
Or you think so?
Just right when I think I took one step and then it came out.
You're grabbing your firearm on this particular frame here.
No, actually, I was taking off my backpack.
Did you take off your backpack?
Just took off my strap off my arm, yes, sir. I thought I did.
Well, it's inaccurate, right? You kept your backpack on.
Yes, sir.
And you watched how many shots you shot there, right? And it's evidence that you shot 16 times because the other shell casings in evidence, right?
Yes, sir.
And you do see that during your interview, you tell the detective more than once that you stopped firing as soon as he fell on the ground. You recall that?
No, sir. I mean, I recall that, but like I said, I didn't, when the detective interviewed me, my mind was still in the middle of all this, so I couldn't recollect everything.
So you would say you didn't have a clear mind at that time?
Yes, sir. I was no way I could be clear, like I had just went through all this.
All right, so when you're shooting him, your mind is not very clear.
No, it was clear at that moment. I just knew that I was in fear and I didn't want to be shot.
And when you shot him in the middle of his head when he's laying on the ground with his hand up. Were you in fear of your life?
I didn't know, for one, I didn't know where he was hit at or where he wasn't hit at. But once he stopped moving, that's when I stopped shooting. Because even on the ground, he was still could have been a threat with him moving. He could have still pulled his gun on me and shot me.
So that's why you shot him through the head.
I don't think that was the shot that I did through the head because he had more than one shot in his head. I
That's
believe that
inaccurate. You heard the ME testify, didn't you?
the ME testified, but he didn't do the autopsy.
He testified that that gunshot wound to the head would have dropped him. And for all intents and purposes, his brain is dead. You heard that testimony. You sat over here.
So how many holes was there?
Excuse me?
How many holes was there then?
One, right in the
Question
middle of his
already
head.
made, Judge.
All right, that'll be overruled. You can answer the question if you can answer the question.
I did not recall shooting him in a particular region. I just know that I was shooting him.
That's in exhibit number 68A.
So
You shot 15 times. He falls on the ground. You walk up to him and shoot him through the head.
that's in there.
Objection, Judge. In terms of the question, it's not a question, that's a statement.
Sustained.
That's inaccurate, sir.
That's
Excuse me,
inaccurate.
when I,
It's a-
right. When I made an objection, if you don't know whether or not you should answer, just ask me. All right, State, you can ask your next question.
Thank you. Ron. You remember stating to your friend Jamal, you talked to him on the phone when you were in the interview room?
Yes, sir.
You recall stating that it's almost worse when somebody survives.
Yes, sir.
That means it's better if they die.
No, sir. I was referring to myself, the way that they treat you. You defend your life.
All right, finding as to the immediate influence of sudden passion, the jury states we unanimously find that the defendant, Joseph Dale Harris, did not cause the death of Isaiah Orozco under the immediate influence of sudden passion arising from an adequate cause. The punishment verdict form reads that there's to be no fine and the punishment is assessed at 68 years in the prison. Would anyone wish to have the jury poll? State?
No.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All right, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your time on this jury. I relieve you of the previous instructions that I've given you. And if you'll wait for me and back, I'll come and speak with you. All right, Mr. Harris, the jury has decided on your sentence of 68 years in the prison and the court will impose that. And as I previously stated, you do have a right to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Harris, it's my understanding that there is going to be victim impact, which means that members of Mr. Orozco's family may want to say something to you. In this courtroom, I require that everyone treats everyone with respect. I understand that sometimes in cases such as these, emotions are high and tempers flare, but I still require that everyone treat everyone with respect. And it makes it easier for the deputies if people are not yelling. You understand? And I understand that 68 years is a long time, but I always tell people that time, of course, passes and it looks like it's a long, long time, and it is considered a long time, but there are things that perhaps you can think about, okay? All right, so State, do you have a victim impact?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
All right, so what I'm going to ask for to make it easier for the deputies, Mr. Harris will stand there and his counsel can stand there. And if the persons who are giving victim impact, if you'll remain seated and just keep your voice up. And I'm having you remain seated because that makes it, again, easier for the deputies and they don't have to be on high alert.
Can we proceed, Your Honor?
Yes.
On February 28th, 2022, you unfairly took a life whose name was Isaiah Ryan Orozco, a life that you didn't create or give or that mattered to you. You emotionally and psychologically damaged my family to a certain point where my mother has to cry herself to sleep at night. Isaiah was a brother, an uncle, son, a cousin, a nephew, and a friend to many human beings in this world. People never get to witness him getting married, having kids, or fully living out his life because you stole that from him. You got to live your life to the fullest thus far, while my brother is still 6 feet below. We will never have him back in this life. I hope you suffer every single day of your life behind bars. Sad that your 6 or 7 kids have to grow up without a father, which couldn't even be discriminated. Now you can see just a little glimpse of what we're going through. All because he wanted to act like a coward and shoot a man while he had his back turned. Now that we have closure and justice on this earth, await the consequences in the afterlife. You will rot in hell, Mr. Harris.
On February 28th, 2022, you decided to pay God, judge, and jury, and executioner. Instead, you attended Bible classes or whatnot. Well, you should know that the 6th commandment says, "Thou shalt not murder." On April 13, 2000, I welcomed my 2nd baby boy out of my 5 children. The victim, who, by the way, has a name. His name is Isaiah Ryan Orozco. The moment I laid my eyes on him, my heart was captured and filled with so much love. My precious baby boy, who would grow up and bring so much love, joy, and laughter, not only into my life, but to his brothers, his sister, family, friends, and anyone he came across. Isaiah had a smile that could light up a room. He could turn a bad day into a good one. He always knew how to make me laugh with his George Lopez impersonations. Even in his passing, I believe he finds a way to make me laugh and bring comfort through signs and memories we made. On February 28th, 2022, my life was shattered and changed forever. My world was turned upside down. My heart that was once filled with love has turned to anger, pain, despair. Isaiah was cut down by a coward, ripped away from me by a senseless act of violence and anger. Every day for me is a struggle. There are days I don't want to wake up and face the world. I miss my son so very much. I miss our talks, text messages. Here's one of his messages to me. "Hey, Mom, just wanted to let you know, you don't ever have to lower your standards for anyone in any given circumstance. I believe you are worthy of much more in life. You only have to accept yourself, learn from the obstacles we come across together. I love you. Have a great day at work. All I have left are memories, Mr. Harris. I miss his voice, laughter, jokes, and hugs. One thing that bothers me so much is that I will never meet his wife, meet his kids, my grandchildren. I will never see him fulfill all his goals that he used to talk about. My heart is broken. Joseph Del Harris, murderer of my son. It has taken me a while to get to this point. I was filled with so much anger. But I know in order for me to heal, I have to forgive you. Not for you, but for me. I will not allow anger to get the best of me the way it did you when you murdered my son. Evil will not prevail today. I instead choose to forgive you, and I pray for you that you may find Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior and truly repent. And may God have mercy on your soul. Here and now, God and the court has decided your fate. That's
All right.
all.
Judge, I believe Rose, our advocate, has one more that wants to be read.
All
If
right.
you allow that?
Yes.
On behalf of the Orozco family, I'll state how their lives had changed since February 28th of 2022. The day Joseph Harris brutally murdered their beloved Isaiah Orozco. Since that day, they've suffered with severe anxiety, insomnia, episodes of depression, and grief. Isaiah enjoyed spending plenty of time with his family, especially in the past several years when he was setting up great goals for his future. He was loving and caring to all, and if you mistreated him, he would never challenge back. He would just simply walk away. Isaiah loved to read about religion and philosophers and why things happen in our world. He tried to understand why the bad existed and why there was hate. The Orozco family is hurt, knowing that Isaiah won't be able to join them on their usual fishing and camping trips, which he truly enjoyed. His young cousins miss spending time with them, gaming, and gardening with his aunt. His paternal grandmother, whom he visited very often, misses him very much. She misses Isaiah's caring ways, making him his favorite comfort food, scratching his back for fooding, and having him be helpful around the house. Isaiah was working on getting his education with a program at UTSA. He had a job and was living on his own. The last time Isaiah visited his paternal aunt and grandmother, he told them about his apartment downtown, about his job posted the downtown area, and talked about other goals he had reached. They told him that they were very proud of him and they had made plans to celebrate his 22nd birthday, which his family will never get that chance to celebrate again due to him being brutally murdered. His paternal aunt mentioned that she always believes in angels on earth, but since the day Joseph Harris murdered her nephew, Isaiah, she now also believes in demons on earth too. Further, the evil actions that Joseph acted on the day he murdered Isaiah have caused her and the Orozco and Esparza family sadness. They feel that Joseph Harris needs to be held accountable for murder and should be put behind bars for the rest of his life, so he won't be able to destroy other lives in society.
All right.
That is it, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Cox, do you need to speak with Mr. Harris?
Oh, yeah.